6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. They begin on the ground with Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A nice little juke. And some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him a gain of 37. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Flush to his right. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Escaping, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year. A man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won comeback player of the year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball. Whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback, you have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Saints offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Working out of the gun, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Now Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Deontay Hardy.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have moved out in front.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And he's on the heels of winning the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award. He had a pair of sacks in last week's game, Charles.
So much for adjusting, so much for game planning, right? You know that he had the 2 sacks last week. Why aren't you able to block him? Sometimes the superior athlete just wins.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Running right through it. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. First down, Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Winston now. Dancing to his left.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Back deep, Trent Taylor. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Burrow. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
The 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
74 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
To throw, Winston.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Winston.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown! Adam Troutman, his first touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal, the way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Gun.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And Burrow going to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
Well, the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. There's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Hardy. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Saints to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Jameis now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Play action now. Winston.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And he lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and
3. Jameis to throw it. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good. For another Saints. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon. Finding room in midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Winston.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 1st down, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans.
Here we go.
It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route
as the pass is caught. Well, I don't think he got that, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end to make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well.
Here we go.
Up the middle, it's Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. For an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Winston.
That pass is caught by Hardy. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Kamara up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Again, this is Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And Burrow going to throw again.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Burrow looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Caesars Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans.
We're in the 4th quarter now with the Bengals in possession of the football.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
It doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Here's Kamara. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. To return is Taylor. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
So Burrow and the Bengals down 27-24, a minute 4 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing, Burrow. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Pass complete to Higgins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
To throw, Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Burrow.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, look to find another down.
Here's Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Now Burrow.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown. Getting